The House Committee on Insurance and Actuarial Matters has given the green light to the 2025 budget estimate for the National Insurance Commission and the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation.
And underpinning this also is the fact that there's the urgent need for a total review and overhaul of the legal and the regulatory framework of the sector. Mr. Chairman, you are quite conversant with this area. You know that to regulate, you need the powers of the law. Currently, the regulator is designed as a regulator, but giving only a voice. In terms of biting, there are limited powers that have been granted in the existing laws. And to this extent, you have been an integral part of the process that has put up the new insurance bill, which is the 2024 insurance reform bill, currently before the House of Representatives. With your kind permission, I would like to also say that we are trusting in the ability of this committee to effectively deliver and make us that focal attention for our national economy in terms of being able to effectively contribute to the growth and development of the Nigerian economy. Insurance is set, it's just the enabling environment, and that can only be to the extent that we're able to put together a bundle of laws, not only futuristic, but that can address current challenges. On this note, Mr. Chairman, I think it will be important to highlight 5 key priorities that the current executive are actually pursuing. First in this list is our desire to safeguard the interest of our policyholders and rebuild public confidence in the insurance sector. Research has shown that most of the issues we've had as a sector has more to do with the public distrust that we've experienced. And building on that means we have to get the confidence of Nigerians.
The approval came after presentations by the Commissioner for Insurance, Olusegun Ayi, and the Managing Director of NDIC, Bello Hassan. According to Hassan, NDIC aims to generate a gross income of 433.9 billion naira in 2025, with 50% of this income going to the Consolidated Revenue Fund.
Let me state that the budget performance is as of September 2024. Not because we don't have the figures as of December. We have the figures as of December. But when the request came, we were asked to present a management account as of September 2024. So that's why these numbers are as of September 2024. So going to page 14, Mr. Chairman and honorable members, if you go to year-to-date, and that's September 2024 actual performance. Our budget, based on the prorated, that's January to September, prorated, we are supposed to have realized 227.3 billion. But based on the actual year-to-date September, we'll be able to realize 251.43 billion, which represented our 110% performance. Current September position is very much like that, very impressive performance. So the net operating income after provision for target funding, the budgeted prorated, that is January to September, was supposed to be 195.4 billion. What we recorded was 219.57 billion. As of September, we transferred to Consolidated Revenue Fund 109.7 billion, being the 50% of the income that accrued to the corporation. Consequently, 109.78 was what was available for us to finance our operations, and whatever surplus is left to be transferred to Consolidated Revenue Fund. Going to the operating expenses, based on the prorated January to September budgeted, we are supposed to have expended 84.46 billion, but we have done 69.87 billion, due largely to cost cutting measures that we have implemented in order to remain efficient. And that's why we're able to record this performance. So going to now 2025 numbers, let me just state to honorable members that what is driving the 2025 numbers are essentially our desire to achieve our public policy objective, which is to protect depositors and contribute to financial system stability. Mr. President has the desire to achieve $1 trillion economy, and there's no way we can achieve that without a stable and safe financial system. And our activities in 2025 are going to be geared towards that, to ensure that the system remains resilient and there's confidence within the banking system. Similarly, we are going to enhance our collaboration with other regulators to ensure that we deploy appropriate technology to be able to supervise these institutions, all with the objective of ensuring that they remain safe and sound within the budget cycle. Mr. Chairman, we also intend our staff are critical towards the achievement of our objectives. So we are also devoting a lot of resources towards training and retraining in order to ensure that they remain on top of the game to be able to monitor these institutions in order to achieve our objectives. So can I refer members to page 33, representing showing the 2025 budget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mr. Chairman, column 7 represents the proposed 2025 budget of NDIC. So based on the proposal, Mr. Chairman, we intend to generate an income, gross income of 433.9 billion before target funding. And when you less target funding of 73.9 billion, we expect to realize a total income of 360.1 billion in the year 2025. 50% of this income is supposed to go to Consolidated Revenue Fund in line with the Fiscal Responsibility Act and the circular issued by the Honorable Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy. So in 2025, based on this projection, Mr. Chairman, we'll be left with 180.03 billion to finance our operations, and whatever surplus is left will be transferred to Consolidated Revenue Fund as well as the General Reserve in order to enhance our deposit insurance fund that will be used to settle depositors in the event of failure of any of those license-taking institutions.
NICOM's budget estimate for 2025 stands at 29.931 billion naira, broken down into two major sources of revenue: the insurance levy and fees and penalties. The committee also pleaded for a speedy passage of the Insurance Reform Bill 2024, which is currently before the National Assembly. Comfort Olayinka, GCTV News.